Us in.
Yep. Yep. Shot's good. Ready in 3, 2, 1.
Good afternoon, Los Santos. Dan Dorfman here with another Dorfman Files update to the Pillbox Hill situation and the whereabouts of the hardened criminals that broke out of the Bolingbrook State Penitentiary. We're standing here with a view of Elgin Avenue at the Pillbox Hill area. This is the site of the Pillbox massacre that occurred down here behind the Vespucci Bank on off of Vespucci Boulevard. You can see multiple EMS vehicles are now treating police officers who were injured or shot during the confrontation with the members that broke out of prison. They are still on the loose, to our knowledge, and considered armed and very dangerous. The San Andreas State Police put out an immediate warning out to all citizens to stay clear of the Pillbox Hill region. All citizens are required to stay indoors and to stay out of the Pillbox Hill region. This is a very, very dangerous situation. There are active shooters. If you value your life, you need to stay indoors, get out of this situation. You need to move to another area of the city. Be aware these people are armed and dangerous. They are prepared to kill. They have been out after the San Andreas State Police in force. They've engaged them in several confrontations thus far tonight, and the action and the rescuing that is occurring by the brave members of the Los Santos emergency medical staff, our emergency medical services, are no doubt they're down there risking their lives, saving lives at a very, very critical time. The police now look like they're pulling off. They're moving out away from Elgin Avenue. All kinds of chaos is breaking out down there on the street. Skeeter, what do you see down there? What can you tell us is going on? It looks like they're trying to block traffic.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, looks like they're trying to block traffic. They got multiple officers trying to control the traffic. Some of the locals there are being fairly unruly, and I think a couple officers just got struck by a couple vehicles there, but it appears to be they're loading up and rolling out, possibly.
All right, so it looks like the officers are being escorted. All of the they're escorting the wounded into Pillbox Hill Medical and over towards Crusade Medical. This is a mass casualty situation. The San Andreas State Police and Town Council have declared a state of emergency. All medical personnel are hereby required to report to your assigned trauma center and be prepared to receive mass casualties. This is a mass casualty situation. Again, all citizens advised to stay indoors and stay away from the Legion Square area, Pillbox Hill. As we can see, there's additional EMS vehicles being deployed here, heading towards Pillbox Hill. No doubt this is a very, very trying time for our police and our services. Now, we have seen several of the members also of the Securiserve in the area. They've been attempting to help out. It is our understanding that one of those agents came under fire and is currently being transported and treated for gunshot wounds and is in a life-threatening situation. We do not know at this point how many persons have been shot, how many members of the San Andreas State Police have been rendered incapacitated or perhaps even killed. But our thoughts and prayers as a community go out to those brave men and women that walk the line between us and the terrorists that now terrorize this city. As we get further news updates, we'll be providing those to you. This is Dan Dorfman with another Dorfman Files update for Weazel News. The news you need to hear, Los Santos, when you need to hear it. Steven, we're going to go back to you in the studio.
They got an armored vehicle.
Wait a minute. Scratch that. It looks like the police now have brought in a SWAT vehicle. The SWAT team has now been deployed here, so they must believe that they still have one of these dangerous men up on one of the rooftops, perhaps in Pillbox at the Vespucci Boulevard, Elgin Avenue area. Again, we need to consider this whole area on lockdown. No citizens are to be permitted down into this region for fear of your life. This is not a time to trifle with it. We need to pay attention to our law enforcement authorities. They have enough to do right now. We need to help them as citizens, ensure that they are allowed the time to take appropriate action and take down these perpetrators. We see more ambulances now arriving on the scene there at Pillbox Hill, and no doubt they are retrieving yet another round of casualties. They're going to be prioritizing those casualties into expectant, critical, and walking wounded, and they're going to be getting them to the hospital in as expedited a way as they can, with treating the individuals that are injured as best they can. We're going to go back to you, Stephen, in the studio. This is Dan Dorfman with Weazel News, the news you need to hear when you need to hear it. All right, cut. Okay, all right.